Greetings to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video is being seen and shared. It's Celine Driver once again. I'm coming to you with an unboxing of a tour watch. This is not my watch, at least not yet. It does have an opportunity to become my watch, and I'll explain that in a minute. I am one of the Patreon members of another YouTube channel called Random Rob. And Random Rob is a pretty big channel, and I'm going to leave a link to that channel so you guys can check it out. And what we do on that channel is we do watch tours. Rob gets a hold of a watch through various means, and that watch is sent out to folks who sign up to become members of a tour, usually a dozen people. And the watch is shipped to those various people, and they get to play with the watch for about a week, and then they send it on. At the end of the tour, actually no watch, as I make this video, no watch has ever actually ended its tour yet, although one is close, and so is this one. And at the end of this particular tour, this watch is going to be raffled off to one of the tour members. We paid a small fee to buy an entry, if you will, and somebody's going to end up owning this watch. And I hope it's me, because I like this watch. Anyway, as you can see, it's a Glycine. This particular Glycine was the soda version of the Combat Sub. This was the one that was on that website called MassDrop, which is now called Drop, where you can buy merchandise at a significant discount through their system. The more people buy, the bigger the discount, etc., etc., something like that. I've never actually used MassDrop, so anyway, this watch was a Glycine Combat Sub that was exclusive to MassDrop, and as you can see, it is the GL0289. It's one of the Combat Sub models. Get this out of its little home here. It's a nice box, typical Glycine box, and inside you have, ta-da! Now, some people would call this the Pepsi. Some people would, Glycine refers to this as the soda, whatever. But it has the typical Pepsi dial we've all seen before, where it's half blue and half red. And really a very nice watch. And I love these Pepsi dials. I don't drink Pepsi myself, but I love the look of the Pepsi dial. And really a very nice watch. And I own another Combat Sub, which I'm going to compare to this one, because there are some significant differences between the two. Mostly in the strap, in the bracelet, not the strap. But for having bopped around the entire United States, and I think even one trip to Canada, this watch is in surprisingly good condition. The strap pins, the pins that hold the removable links together, are a little bit worn out right now. But doesn't show any real effects of desktop diving. The links are still in really, they're really solid together. It's just the pins are really easy to push in and out. That would worry me. If I ended up owning this watch, I would probably take it off this bracelet and put it on a Glycine leather strap. Signed crown. Very nice bezel. It's only a 60-click bezel, but it feels very positive and very tight still. And it turns very easily, and it locks in very nicely. There's no wobble there. The crown is a screw-in crown, of course, and it has a very It's a very positive feel when it pops, and no wobble. I mean, it's still a good piece. It's in great shape, and it's a good quality piece. Even the Cyclops over the date window is very. You can see it's very small, very subtle, and if you feel it with your thumb, it doesn't feel like a wart sitting on your hand like some Cyclops do. This feels very small, subtle, but useful. As you can see, it's a combat automatic. It is hackable, as you can see. Crown screws in very easily. Actually, this crown feels better than the crown on my other combat sub here, which I'll bring up real quick. This is my Gator combat sub. You can see there are differences in the two. The bezel is a bit different. The bezel insert, I should say. The logo is obviously different. The scripting at the bottom is pretty much the same. There's no Cyclops on my Gator, if you will, and it's a little easier to turn on the bezel. Still a 60-click bezel, though. The main difference, though, you can see the crown guards are pretty much the same. The case is pretty much the same. Side crown is pretty much the same. Main difference on the case is the drilled lugs on mine versus the Tour watch having no drilled lugs. The main difference, though, is the bracelet. You can see the bracelets look very similar, but on the Gator one, the clasp is a double fold over. There's a fold over, I should say, with a double pusher and a milled clasp. Whereas this one is just a double pusher with a stamped clasp. And I think this was done as a cost savings to keep the cost down a bit with respect to the fact that this is a MassDrop or drop watch, and they're shooting for cost over everything else. I'm pretty sure the engravings are about the same. They look to be about the same. So really the main difference is going to be the clasp and the bracelet. Obviously this one's a bit tighter because I don't wear it nearly as much. I want to give you a wrist shot now. Sorry, I have to do this off camera. There you go. The other thing I don't like about this cloud, before I put it on, let me show you another problem, is you only have 2 micro adjusts. And you can see I have mine on the inner more of the 2. Whereas mine has 4 micro adjusts on a completely different clasp style. Anyway, here is the watch on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. You can see it fits beautifully, and it's very slim. It's almost dress watch in its slimness, and it just the hair on my arm really blocks that, doesn't it? But people have kidded me. Then you should shave your wrists. No, thank you. Put up with it or don't, I say. But you see the lugs hit very nicely. It's made for me. I hope I win this one. If I win it, I'll update the description to let you know. Well, I'll let you know either way. I just don't know when that'll be. It's a great little watch. And I've been wearing it for a few days now, and I really have enjoyed it. Let's see, I have my sheet of facts here for you. Let's see, it is a Glycine Combat Sub, as I said. The GL0289 model number. I think these went on mass for about $400, I believe. Yeah, about $400. It is a Sellita SW200 movement, 26 jewel Swiss movement. And we all know the Sellita is basically a copy of the ETA, so, good quality movement. Steel case, of course, 316L stainless steel case and bracelet. Sapphire crystal. It is an aluminum bezel. 200-meter water resistant. It says 20 atmos on the atmospheres on the face, which translates to 200 meter. It is a 42 millimeter case. It is 10.6 millimeters thick. So for a dive watch, very thin. 22 millimeter lug width and 50 millimeter on the tip to tip. Really a nice watch, and compares very nicely to my Gator Sub. I like the fact that mine has the inner track of the military time. That helps translate that a little easier. But otherwise, a very similar watch. And it would be very nice to add this to my collection. And if I don't win the raffle on this, I'm going to go try and find one on the secondary market. I mean, why not? Everyone needs more Pepsi bezels in their life. Very, very nice. Give you another shot of the back here so you can see that. That's the only part of the watch that's really showing any kind of wear, is the watch back. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. If you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up, please. Clicking the thumbs up button, the like button, helps my channel. It makes the channel more searchable on the YouTube algorithms, and helps draw attention to the channel, so that's a good thing. Comments, questions, suggestions down below. I read them all. I respond to them all. I will delete any nasty comments, and I will block you, so you can't comment anymore. So let's keep it civil, shall we? If you're new to my channel, you're here for the first time, or you're coming back, but you haven't clicked that subscribe button, what are you waiting for? It takes literally 1/10 of a second to click the subscribe button, and another 1/10 of a second to click the bell icon next to it, so when I upload new content, you're alerted. And why would you want to do that? I'm producing some good stuff here, I think, and you people in the comment section tell me I am, so I'm keep doing what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm making this during a very trying time out there in the world. I'm not going to mention exactly what it is, because YouTube is striking channels that are mentioning that by name, but you all know what I'm talking about. So I'm hoping that everyone out there is staying safe, staying healthy, and doing the right things they need to do to make sure that we beat this. Anyway, I'm going to sign off. Going to go set up another video. So thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you again soon.